How would you feel about ongoing monthly checks for everyone forever? And no, we're not talking about Social Security. We're talking about literally every single adult getting an ongoing monthly payment literally forever. Well, that's exactly what they're talking about right here in this article, which I'm going to pop up on the screen for you in just a second so you can see exactly what they're talking about here. And I like this idea because, not sure about you, but sounds pretty good to me. Sign me up, right? Well, I think a lot of us probably feel that exact same way. And I want to pop this up for you so you can see exactly what is happening. I'm going to share with you the details of this and how things have changed massively just in the last, call it 2, 3, 4 years or so. Things have changed so much that this is becoming a real possibility here, and we want to talk through the details of this. Now, quick side note, hey, if you're enrolled in Medicare or you need to enroll in Medicare in the next year or so, join the thousands of people here in this community that have already called this team of trusted advisors right there to get a quick review of your current plan and your situation to see what options you have, as they have access to over 20,000 plans across the country, and they're helping seniors literally every single day right here in this community navigate all those plans completely for free. They will help you jump on a quick phone call, 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes, a quick little conversation to give you a quick review and hopefully save you a boatload of money and get you way better coverages. Which, quick side note, the average senior that is calling them, again, with that phone number right there, is saving on average $1,100 of average savings from the average person here contacting them. That is absolutely incredible and real money that we really need right now. Anyway, join the other thousands of people here in the community. Just give them a quick call. Ask them all the questions you want about your Medicare. And again, supplements, Medigap plans, Part D plans, Medicare Advantage, initial enrollment, whatever it happens to be, they have the answers for you. Seriously, bring your laundry list of questions, ask them, and they should be able to help you out and hopefully get you a whole lot of savings as well. Anyway, after you talk to them, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how it goes, and I'd love to feature you in an upcoming video. All right, anyway, let's pop up this article right here on the screen. You can see the details of this, and I will explain exactly what this is. Okay, now first off, it mentions Elon. I know a lot of you may think, I hate Elon. Well, whether you love him or hate him, who cares? Let's just look beside that, okay? It doesn't matter. It's all about what he's talking about here, and we have to look at the details behind this because things have changed massively just in the last few years. In fact, to prove that, let me ask this question. Let's just think back, I don't know, 4 or 5 years or so. Let's just say back to 2020. Okay, let's just think back to 2020. Okay, here we are in the middle portion of 2025 right now as I film this video. But if we think back to 2020, did you even know what AI is or was at the time? Have you ever heard of AI back in 2020 as in artificial intelligence? No, like very few people had ever heard of it. Were we concerned about automation or systemization or robotics? No, not really, right? Like not even a thing. Like, yeah, maybe some point in the future in like 50 years, right? No, that's happening like right now, right? Anyway, just in the last couple of years here, we've seen this huge expansion of AI, artificial intelligence. It is nuts. If you think that sophisticated computers and technology are taking over a little bit, it's getting way more advanced than you could probably ever guess. It is getting so sophisticated, it is nuts. Anyway, in this article here, Elon is talking about universal high income. Essentially, he's making the call, and he said this back in 2016 as well, and he also said this just recently, just a few weeks ago, where he was mentioning 80%, roughly 80% is his projection in the relatively near future, 80% of jobs will completely be taken over by AI. In other words, 80% of the people out there that are working, sorry, don't need to work anymore because your job has now been taken over by AI. Basically, a very, very, very smart computer that acts better than a human, more efficiently than a human. It has access to everything in the whole world, as in information. It can generate that information in huge abundance in like a matter of seconds. It's crazy. And it can do multiple tasks simultaneously. Those are all the things that humans cannot do very fast, right? I mean, humans can certainly do those things, but it takes a very long time, and AI can do it practically instantly, right? Well, that's exactly what Elon is suggesting, is that 80% of positions across the board will basically be replaced by AI relatively soon. He's also suggesting it's inevitable. Inevitable meaning like basically certain, pretty much guaranteed, like it's going to happen with certainty, that at some point we will be taken over by automation, AI, robotics, sophisticated computers, sophisticated technology, things like that, to the point that people will need to have a universal high income. In other words, what that means is an ongoing monthly payment to everybody just to maintain livelihoods. Because here's the deal. I mean, obviously, this is a super basic statement, but I'm just going to say it really quickly. How do we get paid? By trading our time, our knowledge, our services for money. Duh, right? We know that. That's like not a smart thing to say, but it's obvious, right? We go and we spend our time somewhere providing, rendering services and value, either in our own business, in our own services, for somebody else that we work for, whatever it happens to be. We trade our knowledge, our services, and our time for money, right? Obviously, we know that. That's how we earn money. But if there's nothing to replace our time and our value and our services for, because AI has replaced everything, we have no more value to provide. How are we supposed to get paid for that then, if it's all being replaced by AI? Good point. And that's exactly what Elon is suggesting, is that, well, we will have nothing as humanity. We will have basically nothing to offer the world anymore. That sounds like a really sad thing to say, but that's kind of what he's suggesting. At that point, he's saying, well, we'll need to basically give everybody, or at least a huge percentage of the population, universal high income to basically get them money to buy the things that they need to sustain life and their livelihoods, right? So universal high income is basically, well, it's a very similar concept to a universal basic income, guaranteed basic income, like we've talked about before. And this is just another one that we can add to the list. So we've got universal basic income, we've got guaranteed basic income, and we have universal high income in this type of situation. So like a universal basic income, for example, or a guaranteed basic income, those payments go out to either everybody or a specified group of people, but the amount of money in which is distributed is very minimal. It's not very much, like $500 a month or $1,000 a month or whatever. It's very minimal. That's not enough to live on, right? But what Elon is suggesting is that a universal high income is basically more than people need. Well, that'd be pretty awesome, right? Well, this is exactly what he's suggesting is where we're going to. Now, I've also been talking about this for years, which is, I've been saying this much. In my opinion, okay, I could be totally wrong about this, but I really don't think it's that many years out. They're going to be forced in this country, as well as other countries across the globe, they will be forced at some point to offer some type of payment like this: a universal basic income, a guaranteed basic income, a universal high income, whatever it is, a basic income of some kind on the national level to basically the general population at some point. They will be forced to do this for these exact same reasons. I mean, look at it. Across the board right now, we're already seeing this implemented in so many industries. We've seen a ton of layoffs lately. In fact, if you look at the jobs reports, and if you look at the just the hiring and everything like that, the employment situation, let's just say that much. If you look at the employment situation, there's huge layoffs across the board. Is it because the economy is so bad right now? Well, the economy is certainly slowing, and that's one of the situations. But the vast majority of the layoffs that we're seeing right now is literally people being replaced by AI. That's literally where the vast majority of these job layoffs are coming right now. And that's a bad situation for a lot of people. And it's only going to exacerbate further and further as this technology continues to improve and get even more sophisticated beyond what it already is right now. In fact, Sam Altman, who is the CEO of, I'm drawing a blank on the name. The one that created ChatGPT. Can't think of the name of it right now. Sorry. Look it up. Sam Altman. Anyway, basically was out just recently, a couple weeks ago, suggesting that AI has already surpassed basically the knowledge base of humanity. AI is already smarter than humans. And AI is still very new. Like, as of just a couple of years ago is when it really rolled out with ChatGPT. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts what we're seeing here. So, yeah, we'll see how this whole thing goes. But I've been saying this for probably 3-4 years now. I'm saying It's only a matter of time until they will literally be forced to establish a guaranteed basic income, a universal basic income, a basic income, a universal high income, whatever you want to call it, in this country across the board to literally get money out to the people to basically just sustain their livelihoods, just to sustain their lives, because there will be so few jobs out there that humans are actually needed for, right? It's crazy. It's very interesting. Who would have thought this, right? I mean, seriously, rewind 50, 60, 70 years ago. Who would have thought that this would be where we're looking at, or like where we're at right now? It's nuts, right? I don't know. Super fascinating at the same time. I think so anyway. I wouldn't say it's a good or bad thing. I'm just saying it. I think it's fascinating to see this, right? All right, anyway. I hope this helps you. I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. Again, if you are currently enrolled in Medicare, or if you need to enroll in Medicare in the next 12 months or so, seriously, call this team of trusted advisors right here. Give them a call, a simple 5, 10, 15, maybe 20-minute phone call so they can review your current situation. Again, join the other thousands of people here in the community that have already called them. They will review your current plan, your current coverages, and see what other options you have. 20,000 plans across the country available. They will look through all of them. They have the technology, now that we're talking about it, they have the technology to literally look through all of them to find you better options in your local area, so you can see the doctors and providers you want to see, the networks you want to be within, the offices, the clinics you want to visit, the prescription needs if you have any at all. They will look through all of that, find you better options, and hopefully save you a ton of money as well. And again, the average person saving $1,100 from calling them. Seriously, calling them, average person saving $1,100. Obviously, it's not guaranteed. That's the average. Some save more, some save less, but that's just the average. Absolutely incredible. All right, anyway, after you talk to them, after you get a ton of help, leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear about how it goes and feature you in an upcoming video. Otherwise, again, please subscribe down below. Totally free to do so. Please share the video. Big share button right down below as well. Otherwise, check out the nearly 6,000 videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand selected for you down below in the description or popping up on your screen. You'll see some videos there. Check that out. Otherwise, just enjoy. Until next time, please have a nice day, and I hope to see you again soon in the next